welcome to Mrs. Shelton's art room. The next project I want to do with you guys, since we're all at home together, I'm kind of trying to find things around the house that we can make artwork out of, because you can make artwork out of anything. Right now I know we have lots of toilet paper rolls, you have clothes, you have objects, you have leftover cardboard. All of these can be used to make things. And today we are going to be making some animals. And I have two toilet paper rolls in my house. I found one that is a dark colored one and one is a light colored one. Today, to make these animals, I'm also going to get a quarter. I have a marker, a pencil, and I have some other colored markers. You might have some crayons, you might have markers, you might have paints, whatever it is that you want to do to help make this project, you can make it in any medium that you have available. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I made some space here so that I have to work, so I moved some of my stuff to the side. I decided I'm going to make two creatures today. I figured I like the brown and I thought I'd turn this one into an owl, and then I'm going to turn this one into a Bengal tigers because our mascot is the tiger. So we're going to make a tiger and we're going to make an owl. I'm going to start by doing the shape first. So on my little owl here, both of them I'm going to use a bending technique. I'm going to set this up at the top. And I'm going to use my thumbs and kind of press inward so that I can half it. You see how I'm kind of creating this little bend here on one side? And then I'm going to come and flip it over. And I'm going to push in but hold on to the sides and bend in on the other side. And I'll end up with two little kind of points in my little sculpture. And I think that looks really cute because I think this could be either like little owl feather tops, or it could be good for our little cat ears. So I'm going to go ahead and bend both of my pieces. I've got my owl bend here, and then I'm going to do my little cat bend. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to bend down, and then I'm going to push down from the other side like this, and kind of use your hands to shape your stuff. And I make mine, these look like little cat ears on this one, and we're going to be cute. So I've got my shape down, my base shape before I get started. I'm going to go ahead and set my tiger aside, and I'm going to work on my owl first. When we're making the owls, I'm going to pull out my trusty quarter here because owls have really big eyes. I know we talked about eyes in the last video. And we're going to do something similar. We're going to take our quarter, and I like to put my hand through here to help when I'm drawing to hold from the back. And I'm going to kind of hold to my quarter, you know. So right now this works really well if you're drawing, but right now since we have to press down, I'm going to actually put my hands on the outside to kind of hold my quarter on. I'm just going to take my little pencil, and it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using it to kind of place where we might want our circular eye to be. See, I didn't do the whole quarter, just a little bit, just so we have them put together. I'm going to come to this side. You may have to turn a little bit. I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to place my other eye in there. My eyes look a little close together, so I think I might move this one. So I'm going to erase here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move it over a little. It's okay if you have to go back and kind of adjust. The eyes are probably the part that are the most difficult to do on the owl, so I'm going to go do-do-do-do-do, make sure that they're in the right place. Once you have your little circles, I got some circles, I don't know if you can see them, they're pretty light. Once you have kind of your basic circle shape, you can kind of put your hand in there and help kind of draw in the rest of the circle. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to come in with my Sharpie. And I'm going to outline the outside of the circle of my owl eye. It's okay if your lines aren't perfect. I know it's kind of hard to draw on new surfaces, like surfaces that are round, but that's okay. Once you get your shape in, you can kind of spend time fixing your owl and putting nice sharp. And notice I'm kind of thickening the lines on one side. I'll go back to the other side and do that one next, but I want to show you how we go in here, and we're going to add a circle in here. This one you might try to draw on your own, and for the inside of the owl eye, and I'm going to put my little circle in there. Notice we talked last time about highlights. I like putting highlights in. Did anyone remember what we're coloring in right now on our owl from the last video? We call this the what? It is the pupil. That's right. All right, so I have my first little owl eye circle done. So now I'm going to fast forward as I design the rest of my eyes. I'm going to use some lines and add wings, and you're going to see me add a beak to my owl. Also, you're going to see that I'm going to start rotating and designing the front and the back, because when we do sculptures, you make sure that you can have decorations on all sides, because with sculptures, people look at all sides of it, not just one, like when we draw on a piece of paper. So now we're going to fast forward the video as I finish off the owl. And ready, set, and go! Hi! So we're coming towards the end of the project, and as you can see, I've made two animals. I have my owl and I have my tiger, my front and back, and I've made myself a little background that I can play around with my animals. I hope you have fun making your own backgrounds. You can draw your backgrounds with crayon, you can make them with cut paper, you can make your backgrounds out of anything you want to put together. And now you have like a little fun thing to play with, because you can sit here and do all kinds of stuff. You can have your animals come and visit each other in the different backgrounds, like we have my owl visiting my little tiger here in my little leafy background. And then I also have my star background, so we can take our little owl here and I can change my background to my splatter stars so that my owl can be hanging out here at nighttime, and we can have our sneaky little tiger come up here and be like, hello, let me visit you in the stars. So these are some fun things that you can play around with art. Then you can take these and you can do everything from playing with them and play acting, or you can make your own little film with them. You can change your sets, you can change your animals, you can take photographs of your pictures, and you can do close-ups or faraway shots. So I hope you have fun with your toilet paper roll animals and your fun backgrounds that you can make to put them in. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!